Hi, I'm Rachel Bear. I have been working with Off-Leash Canine Training for 8 years. I am the owner here at Off-Leash Canine Training Delaware. At home, I have 3 personal dogs. I have my 10-and-a-half-year-old lab, Monty. I have a wonderful 2-and-a-half-year-old lab, Emmy, and an amazing sweetheart of a dog that we don't know what he is, Tucker, who is 8 years old. I got into dog training because as a former client of Off-Leash Canine Training, I fell in love with watching my dog learn and finding out all the things I could do with him on an everyday basis and make his life better. At the time, he was just over a year old and we were doing some initial work, doing therapy at a local hospital. But anytime we were at home and we were outside, we were walking, he was just a freight train pulling me down the street. And everything I had researched and YouTubed and tried to do on my own was not working. So I reached out to Off-Leash and just tried to learn more about the business, the company, and what they stood for. And as I got to know how they did their training, I jumped in and I trained Monty. And finally, I was able to take him for walks and enjoy him at home. And that really got me excited about going into the therapy work and taking it further with him. And so we started to expand from just doing hospitals to doing schools, which is my favorite place to take him, doing some nursing homes and doing a lot of work with veterans. One of the biggest things about training to become a therapy dog team is just fine-tuning and bridging the communication between you and your dog. So as Monty and I started to do more therapy work, I really had to learn more about reading him, reading his behaviors, seeing what he was comfortable with, and also making sure he was listening to me, whatever distractions were around us. Dogs are incredibly intuitive in reading human emotion, and there is nothing more powerful or emotional for me, to be honest, in watching my dog go right up to someone and bringing all of the emotion out of them. We're starting to do a lot of work with veterans. That's a super important part of my life. My husband is a veteran, and my husband is also a first responder. And so I value a lot the emotions and situations they're in every day, and watching Emmy now work with them and help them process everything they go through is super important to me. For any new dog owner, one of the biggest things I would stress is never let a behavior go unaddressed if it's frustrating you or bothering you. So if it's a dog jumping or a dog pulling, a dog being mouthy, a dog just not listening when you call its name or acting like it doesn't know its name, there's so many things, and every single one of them can be addressed through training. And in reality, your dog is just looking for structure and leadership. So we can really help people figure out how to bridge that gap, how to be the leader their dog needs, and how to create the structure that leads to phenomenal manners. As the owner here at Off-Leash Canine Training Delaware, one of the things that I love the most is working with all of my trainers. Every single one of them comes to this job with experience of their own, but also a lot to learn and grow. And so I love to see what they're good at, see what they struggle with, and help them become more confident in their own skill set. I also really love to help them tackle the tough dogs, the dogs that really make us use our brain, really make us address things, not from a cookie cutter standpoint, but more from figuring out what's gonna work for that dog and tailoring programs to what that dog needs, and then also what the owner needs. A lot of our job is communicating with clients and helping them understand how to work with their dog. And so I really enjoy working with all the other trainers and making sure that they have a balanced approach to every dog they work with. Work with the dog, work with the owner, and build success in both. This is Taylor. Taylor is a 6-month-old golden retriever. She is in training because her owners are really having trouble getting her to be consistent in listening. She seems to be a little choosy and have selective hearing on if she wants to come to them when she's in the yard, and she is definitely dragging them down the road on their walk. Sit, sit, good. Down, sit, sit, down. Good girl. Break. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Heel, heel, heel. Good girl. Heel. Good. At Off-Leash Canine Training, we specialize in everyday obedience, whether it's basic obedience around the house or advanced obedience out in public around distractions. It is extremely rewarding to watch a dog unleash its potential and watch clients find ways to work with their dogs every day that they never even knew were possible. Off-Leash takes a personalized approach, whether it's through lessons where we work one-on-one with our clients and their dogs, or it's through a more immersive style program like the Board and Train. We really focus on making sure the dog has every skill that it needs to be successful, but also that the owners are fully educated on everything they need to create long-term success at home with their dog. If your dog doesn't listen when it counts, we can help. Call us today and get started on transforming your dog's behavior.